ज्ञानमयी ज्योतिर्मयी मरियं तु दयामयी मरियं तु दयामयी मरियं तु दयामयी.
Hi, I'm Kavita Changra.
Hello and welcome back, students. This is Kavita here, and right now I'm going to continue my chapter number 1, nutrition in plants. In the previous videos we discussed about what is photosynthesis, how it performs its function, and few related to it few questions. I've given you the answers of those. Right now here again one question for you, that do other parts of the plant other than the leaves, they do perform the photosynthesis? Yes. Do you have any idea? Have you seen the desert plants? Yes. Yeah. Desert plant, the cactus I'm talking about. Even behind me there is a picture. It's of which plant? Yeah. The name is cactus. Okay. So here the cactus, what part of the plant is used by the cactus to perform the photosynthesis process? Yes, exactly. I say that yes, the cactus do perform the photosynthesis. You will say, ma'am, it doesn't have the leaves, then how it is going to do that? It is through the stem. The stem having the chlorophyll in it, the pigment that is necessary for photosynthesis. Okay, so the cactus use their stems to produce food by the photosynthesis, and the stems of cacti, therefore they contain large number of chloroplasts inside the stem, and inside the chloroplast, what chloroplast is? It is an organelle present inside that part where photosynthesis is carried out. And in this chloroplast, what is there? Yes, the chlorophyll pigment is present. The shallow but very extensive roots they have. They have the very extensive roots that is going far to the soil, and they ensure, why it is so? To ensure water is absorbed quickly and over a large area when it rains. Okay, so that the minimum amount of water, whatever it gets, it just keep on absorbing it. That's why the extensive roots play an important role in the conservation of water in case of desert plant. These some cacti have very long roots. Why? To reach the water stored far beneath the surface. Okay, I think it is clear that why the cactus having the property to conserve the water, and secondly how they perform the photosynthesis. Photosynthesis occurs in the cactus plant that are grown in the desert area. Exactly, the picture shows you that a small surface area that is minimizing the evaporation. How? Because it has the small spine-like structure on its surface. These don't have the leaves, they have the spines instead of it, to prevent the loss of water due to evaporation. And the stems that contain stored water, and the roots are widespread. These are the reasons why they are able to develop in the desert areas. Next is that how cactus can withstand with less water. This answer I have given you all before. This is what exactly the roots of the cactus plant looks like. They having the horizontal roots. You can see over here, these are the horizontal roots. When it rains, it can collect the water immediately. Okay, so these extensive roots and horizontal roots play an important role in the conservation of water. This is next is algae. Do you know what algae is? Have you seen the standing water near the lakes, ponds, and it is also known as the stagnant places also. The stagnant water it is. Where the stagnant water, that water from where the foul smell is coming, it is not flowing, it is not running. In the standing water, sometimes it happens, the algae keeps on growing over there. And do you know what algae is? Algae is not differentiated into proper roots, stems and leaves. Here we can see, no proper root is there, even not proper stem is there, even not the roots are there. Even then you will think, then how it is going to perform photosynthesis? Do you have any idea? Till now we discussed about that only leaves can photosynthesis, and secondly we got the answer, the stems too, and that is in the case of cactus. And now here the question that how it is going to perform the photosynthesis if it is not having the leaves on its surface. Either the algae, its parts are not differentiated into roots, stems and leaves. That is mostly in all the photosynthetic plants. Okay, but here what is present? Yes, the green pigment chlorophyll is present, and we know very well that for performing the process of photosynthesis, sunlight is must, and secondly chlorophyll pigment should be there. Okay, so photosynthesis in algae, that it stands in the stagnant water. It is found in the stagnant water, and it is slimy, and the green patches are there. Okay, and these green patches, these are the presence of the organisms that is called the algae, and chlorophyll is responsible for the green color. Okay, right now you will say that leaves are not there, but still it is green. Why it is green? The green pigment chlorophyll is there, that's why it gives green color. And the presence of chlorophyll in turn, it is helping that they are able to prepare their own food by the process. Yes, what is that process is called? Yes, exactly, photosynthesis. So algae is pronounced as algae. It is written over here that it is pronounced as algae, and singular is alga. What is it? Yes, singular is alga, and in Hindi it is known as saival, and some of you are also knowing its name by kai. Fine. So this was about the parts of the plant other than leaves. Do they photosynthesis? Right now you got the answer that stem do, and other one is algae also. So here is a question and the answers also to you. The conditions which are necessary for photosynthesis. Right now we have just studied everything. Now it's your turn to answer me. Just think about it. What are the conditions that are necessary for the photosynthesis? Yes. Yeah, exactly. The sunlight, chlorophyll is must, and on the other hand, the water and the carbon dioxide. And how it is going to play its role? See here. It's just a recap that we have studied. So sunlight, that only the red and the blue wavelengths of the white light. Do you know the sunlight? It's a white light that is seen to us. But anyhow, there are the colors of the wavelength. Okay, and these involve that what is going to do, this light is trapped by the chlorophyll pigment that is present in the leaves. Secondly, chlorophyll, that is a pigment, and it is in plants, and this trap the energy, that is the leaf get it from the sun. Water is also must, and from where it is supplied? Yes, think about it. Yeah, as we have discussed that the roots are going to provide the water to all different parts of the plant, to the stem, to the leaves, to whole parts of the plant. Okay, and this supply the hydrogen atoms, and itself the chemical formula of water is H2O. So the hydrogen atoms, the ions, were needed to make the glucose. Glucose formula is C6H12NO6, and it is organic form. Carbon dioxide, that is taken up by the tiny pores that are present on the leaf surface, that is known as, yes, exactly, stomata. The supplies the carbon and oxygen atoms that are needed to make the glucose. These are the conditions which are necessary for performing the process photosynthesis. And right now I am going to ask you one question. If photosynthesis is not there, then what is going to happen? Do you think that it is very important? Yes, exactly, it is very important. How? Because if the photosynthesis is not there, then what is going to happen? The plants are not going to perform that process photosynthesis. Food is not made by the plants, and ultimately we living organisms depend on on green plants, on the food that they are making due to this process photosynthesis. And secondly, oxygen is also released by the plant. If photosynthesis is not there, then most of the living organisms are going to die within a week. So these are the things you just noted down that why it is important. That not only does the photosynthesis provide food and energy to other organisms, it's a source of oxygen. Okay, and 99% of organisms are aerobic. As I state, aerobic that is related to oxygen. They are taking in oxygen gas. That means they need oxygen to live and a certain amount of it. Without plants producing oxygen, if the plant is not producing oxygen, then most of the world's organisms would die out within a week. As I stated, then plants use the sugar for the energy and growth that they need. So that's why it is very important to conserve our nature, to conserve the plant, because they play an important role in the life of all the living organisms. This is all about our video. We'll meet you soon in our next video with some interesting facts.